All right, any public comment items, Debbie, on items not on the agenda?
Sheila, is yours on 1.1?
Yes.
Okay.
Bad.
No, they're all for 1.1.
All right. With that, item 1.1.
Planning Commission vacancy. Recommendations. Staff recommends that the City Council, number 1, accept the resignation of Planning Commissioner Bobby Swan. Number 2, declare a vacancy on the Planning Commission. And number 3, direct the city clerk to advertise the vacancy and accept applications for the unexpired term of office, which will expire December 2016.
All right. Thank you, Debbie. Just quickly, I want to say that I expect some people in this room know more than others, but obviously we have to go through this process. It can be difficult to go through something like this, but I think our city needs to do this and move forward and heal. So with that, we'll take our public comments.
First up is Joseph Morabito.
Hello. We're a reactive society. We close the barn door after the horses have left. We get the, after we're burglarized, that's when we get the burglar alarm. In the wake of this situation, I suggest full background checks, including credit reports for all applications, or appointees. I mean, not necessarily the application, maybe once you get to a serious person. If you can't take care of your own finances, you might be a great guy to watch the ball game with, but you really don't have any business being part of the decision-making process of this city other than your one vote as a voter. I would suggest that all members of various commissions and committees and whatnot should come under a new policy of a one-and-done policy. One screw-up, and you're done. People like second chances. Let them know that everyone gets a second chance. Just not here, if you do something that embarrasses the city. Another reactive suggestion that I have deals with accepting resignations. I suggest that when a person is submitting a resignation, or a meeting that is discussing a resignation, especially if this person's got a history, that such meetings be videotaped with a big sign saying, "This meeting being recorded for quality control," which is code for, we're preemptively trying to control the quality of your attitude. Most people will think twice before acting badly when they know a camera is rolling. Okay, lastly, based on the accounts I heard of the meeting in question, I suggest that all such meetings that are at City Hall be attended by, let's say, the city manager or assistant city manager too. There's strength in numbers. I guess if a council member wants to have just an impromptu meeting at Starbucks, well, that's not the same thing. But if you know that it's heading to something that's a powder keg, we don't need to tempt, like what happened today at that water park. You can't predict that. And I'm sorry, it's the people that are already a little loose that are going to possibly do that. On a different note, I was told by a former friend that I betrayed his confidence. Let me tell you something about myself. I have an overdeveloped sense of loyalty and fairness. But if you think you can confide in me something that is despicable, then you just ended our friendship. Further, if what you consider, or what you confided has overtones of threats against good people, expect that I will be alerting them immediately to what I think is a threat. When it comes to friends, only good people need apply. Thanks.
Thanks, Joseph.
Next speaker is Kenny Mays.
Good evening. I'm here this evening to observe the process of advertising for a city planning commissioner and to see if it mimics the process used for the Measures E Oversight Committee. If the outreach equals that process, I'm prepared to hang on for dear life as a train flies off the track and into the abyss. Thank you.
Last speaker is Sheila Love. or Sheila to her friends.
Didn't know. Hey, good evening, everybody. We're here obviously for a sad situation. For some of us, we know the council member who just resigned fairly well, and I can. Commissioner, sorry. How about?
Since we have an empty seat over there, I want to meet you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And so I think it's a sad situation, but I think let's look at it logically. Let's look at this, from the sense of we're a reactive society. Let's not take this and go way over to the deep side. I mean, personally speaking, I'd be looking at the other cities and saying, what are they doing when they bring on people in this position, in these committees? I mean, we already know how few applicants we get for some of these positions. You start telling people, we're gonna go, we're gonna do all this, this, and this, you're gonna lose some people. Do I think that we should do some vetting? Absolutely, we should do some vetting. I would make a request, and I was surprised that you could be on the planning commission and not be a homeowner. I've been shocked with that from the get-go, because I'm sorry, if you're gonna be impacting me and my properties, I was surprised. Yes, I think a renter should not be on there. I strongly was irritated at that from the beginning. That was for you, Debbie. Let's get on that.
I believe that's state law, right? Yeah, state
I
law.
understand, but I'm just saying, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm looking at a person's qualifications, that's what I'd be looking at. Because they have more of a vested interest. I would also say, let's not just settle on somebody. If you don't get a lot of applicants for this position, let's wait, let's keep it out there, let's get it out to everywhere that you can. I'd also say, I'd like to see us be a little less reactive to social media. And it comes up periodically when I'm talking, can we get more information out there so that all of a sudden we're not having all sorts of rumors and such posted, and then that's when the city's responding? I think we need to kind of look at this. Do I think that the planning commissioner who just resigned made some outrageous decisions and behaviors? Absolutely, and I am supportive of your decision, and I am pleased that he has resigned. I'm not going to lie and say anything that I don't believe that, but let's not settle just to fill a seat.
That's all the speakers that I have.
All right. Thank everybody for sharing tonight. A lot of respects. This is not the place to go into some of these items, but it's definitely something we'll be talking about in the future. Council comments? Looking for a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that was a motion on all three items, correct?
Correct.
Motion carries all ayes.
All right. With that, I will adjourn this special meeting at 6:39.